In this video, I'm gonna share with you a secret most dividend investors don't know. And actually, ito yung reason why I love dividend investing. So yeah, let's go. Hi guys, Suplu here. And most dividend investors, ganito yung ginagawa nila. They always look for dividend stocks na malaki yung yield. So example, ganito. They go to this website called Investagrams.com, and once you're inside the website, pupunta sila dito sa mga dividend stocks or dito sa mga REITs, high-paying REITs or high-paying dividend stocks. So dito, as you can see, most likely baka piliin na si VREIT kaagad kasi 10% dividends per year or DDMPR at 8.96%. Tapos sasabihin nila, pangit naman ng A-REIT, Ayala REIT, 5.83% lang or RCR 6.57%. Well, actually, ito yung most mistakes ng most dividend investors. However, if you know how to choose the right dividend stock or REIT for you, then ito yung secret most dividend investors don't know. Merong strategy na personally ginagamit din ni Warren Buffett, which is called the dividend growth strategy. So ano ba tong dividend growth strategy? Basically, this is looking for mga dividend stocks na consistently nag-i-increase yung dividends nila on a yearly basis. Meaning, every single year, tumataas yung dividends mo even without doing anything. Like, nag-invest ka lang, tapos every single year, tumataas yung dividends mo. So, it's just like investing in, like, meron kang rental income, tapos every year, nag-i-increase ka ng rent. So, meaning, nag-i-increase din yung kita mo every single month. And currently, in the Philippine stock market, especially sa mga REITs, merong 2 REITs right now na consistently nag-i-increase yung dividends nila. And those are RCR and A-REIT. So, again, balik tayo dito sa Investagrams. As you can see, si RCR at 6.95% lang yung dividends niya. Tapos si A-REIT, 5.83%. However, if you choose the right REITs, actually, increasing yung dividends na. Example, ito si RCR. Check natin. If you look at the fundamentals, tapos scroll down below, dito yung dividend history niya, on a yearly basis, nag-i-increase yung dividends niya. Like, ito example, 0.062, 0.092, 0.065, 0.072. So, increasing yung dividends niya on a yearly basis. In fact, ito parang quarterly, nag-i-increase ng dividends, di ba? Same thing with A-REIT. Search natin, A-REIT. Increasing din siya on a yearly basis. So, ito 0.28, 0.31, 0.34, 0.39. So, increasing yung dividends niya. Tapos, why is this a secret most dividend investors don't know? Kasi ganito. Again, when you look at this one, 5.83% lang yung dividends. So, parang medyo hindi ganun kalaki, di ba? Like, ito naman for RCR. Saan ba si RCR? Search natin. RCR, parang 6 point something lang yung dividends niya, 6.57. However, ganito, assuming natin na nag-invest ka, so balik tayo dito, punta tayo dito, let me just zoom this para malaki. So, assuming natin nag-invest ka ng RCR at IPO, initial public offering, yung price niya is 6.45 pesos per share. Tapos, meron kang 100,000, you invested 100,000. So, basically, 100,000 divide mo by the price per share, meron kang 15,500 shares. So, ito yung dividend history niya from 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. Tapos, sa December naman, I just assume na same lang. But basically, most likely, mag-increase to, di ba? But, nilagay na natin assuming na nag-increase so that we can get the yearly dividends. So, for 2021, makikita natin na yung dividends is 900 lang. But on year 2022, okay, so yan na yung dividends. Reveal na lang natin lahat. Okay, so yan yung dividends niya on a quarterly basis. However, when you look at yung yearly dividends, so in terms of yearly dividends, 9.61, 2021, maliit lang kasi IPO nag-IPOs lang around November na. Tapos dito, 5,900 na yung dividends mo. On 2023, again, wala kang ginawa 100,000 yung nilagay mo, you invested in IPO, wala kang ginawa, pero yung dividends mo, nag-i-increase, naging 6,000. At year 2024, nag-increase to 6,193. So, when in terms of percentages, again, if you invest right now, around 6%. But when you look at it, ito, konti lang. This is an outlier kasi IPO. So, from 5.94%, naging 6%, naging 6.13%. So, meaning, without doing anything, nag-increase yung dividend yield mo. So, how much more if you choose one of the best REITs, I believe, right? Again, not financial advice. This is just based on my research, and that's why I really love this REIT called REIT, Ayala REIT. So again, assuming natin nag-invest ka at IPO, yung price per share niya is 27 pesos per share, 100,000. Meron kang 3,700 shares. So, starting at 2021 dito, let's reveal all the dividends. Okay? So, makikita mo na every quarter meron kang 1,000, 1,2, dito naging 1,4, 1,5, dito naging 1,7, 1,8, 1,9, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. Diba? So again, wala kang ginawa, nag-i-increase yung dividends niya. So meaning, on a yearly basis, boom! From 3,000, naging 6,000, naging 7,000, naging 7,8, naging 8,000 per year yung dividends mo. Meaning, palaki ng palaki yung dividends mo even without actually doing anything. And when it comes to yield or interest or dividend rate, so again, from 3%, naging 6%, 7%, 7.85, 8% yung dividends mo based dun sa initial capital na nilagay mo. So you just added 100,000 and on a yearly basis, nag-i-increase yung dividends. And in fact, yan yung sikreto ni Warren Buffett. Isa sa mga dividend stocks niya is yung Coca-Cola. And that's why he loves Coca-Cola so much kasi every single year, nag-i-increase yung dividends. So let me show you yung Coca-Cola stocks. So this is the Coca-Cola Company. So ito yung isa sa mga favorite stocks ni Warren Buffett. And as you can see dito, dividend history niya. For the past 61 years, again, that's years, consecutive years of dividend growth and consecutive years of dividend payments. Meaning every single year, nag-i-increase yung dividends niya. Tapos every single year, nagbibigay sila ng dividends. Just imagine how crazy Coca-Cola is. Ito yung tinatawag natin na dividend kings, kung saan for the past 50 years, consistent sila nagbibigay ng dividends. Yan yung favorite ni Warren Buffett na ano tawag ito, like every single year nag-i-increase yung dividends. So ito yung tinatawag na dividend growth strategy. So as you can see dito, 'di ba? So ito yung dividends per year, increasing and increasing every single year. Now if you look at the dividend history, this is 2024 and then dito the latest data that they have is 1989. You can see dito adjusted amount dito. That's $0.02 per share yung dividends nila. 0.02. Imagine that one. Just remember that one. Tapos, 2024, this is on a quarterly basis, naging 0.48. So again, that's 0.02. Ngayon, 0.48. Meaning, 0.02 times 10, that's 0.2. Times 2, 0.4. So meaning, parang nag-20 times yung dividends on a quarterly basis. Meaning, you put it capital, tapos possible, pwede kang walang gawin, or of course, you wanna add more and more and more. But from 0.02, naging $0.48 per share. Meaning, that's a crazy 20 times on a dividend base, yung dividends mo on a quarterly basis. Now, this sounds too good to be true, di ba? And you might be wondering, kaya din ba to sa Philippine setting? So, ito, Coca-Cola to, this is international company. But what about a REIT? So, example natin, assuming na ganito steady yung growth niya on a yearly basis. Tapos, assuming 100,000 yung nilagay mo, hindi ka na nag-add, di ba? So, again, ito yung data from 2021, 22, 23, 24. So, we're gonna extrapolate. Let's say, for example, in the next 20 years, magkano na yung dividends mo per year without adding anything? But of course, highly suggest mag-add ka, di ba? But because of the dividend growth strategy, possible na mag-increase. But then again, not financial advice, no one can predict the market, pwedeng mangyari to, pwedeng hindi. But assuming natin lang, again, assumption lang, na mag-increase yung dividends niya on a yearly basis. So let's say in the next 10 years, 2024 ngayon, in the next 10 years, okay, magkano na ba yung dividends mo on a yearly basis? Dang, naging 15,000 na per year. So that's actually 15% on your initial capital na 100,000. So assuming lagay ka ng 100,000, kumita ka na ng 15,000 on a yearly basis. What if meron kang 1 million? That's 150,000 on dividends alone. Okay? So meaning, nag-i-increase siya on a yearly basis. What if in the next 20 years, until 2024, Kano na yung dividends mo per year? Naging 21,000 pesos na. So again, 100,000 mo in next 20 years, medyo malayo siya, yes. But of course, we wanna hope na nag-add tayo, and mas lalaki yung dividends. So let's say, just for the sake of example, 100,000, tapos in the next 20 years, you're actually earning like 20% on dividends na because of the dividend growth strategy. Now, extrapolate natin, let's say, 20 years from now, yung 100,000 mo, nag-add ka ng meron ka ng like 1 million, meron ka ng 10 million. So, 1 million at 20% dividends, that's 210,000. Diba? On dividends alone lang yan. Diba? If meron kang 10 million, that's, kano na yun? That's 2 million. 2 million on dividends. Meaning because of dividend growth strategy. So again, this is one of the strategies most dividend investors don't know. Kasi most dividend investors gusto lang yung high yield, maglagay silang pera, malaki yung dividends na kikitain nila. But there's actually a better way. It's finding that right company, okay? Finding that right company na consistently nag-i-increase ng dividends and nag-i-increase ng dividends. And through dividend growth strategy, kahit naglagay ka ngayon, medyo konti pa lang yung yield niya ngayon, but over long time or long term, nag-i-increase din yung dividends niya. So, it's just like owning a rental property. May rental income ka, and every year, nag-i-increase ka ng rent. Meaning, mas lumalaki yung rental income mo on a monthly or a yearly basis. So, yeah, that is it. If you want to be a successful dividend investor, follow natin yung mga successful dividend investors like Warren Buffett. And one of the strategies or secrets in dividend investing is actually called the dividend growth strategy. So yeah, what do you think of this strategy? Do you think this is a very lucrative strategy din ba sa dividend investing journey mo? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Now, you might be also wondering like, Tio, like quarterly lang naman nagbibigay ng dividends yung mga REITs. Pwede ba kumita ng monthly dividends? Actually, I have created a perfect video for that. Kung saan in this video, I share dito paano ka ba kikita ng monthly dividends through investing in mga REITs or real estate investment trust. So if gusto kang kumita ng dividends on a monthly basis, so parang may sahod ka every single month, then check out this next video, Earning Monthly Income Through REITs.